Hi everyone and welcome to New Bear. Today we're going to look at onion rings. Onion rings are 2 or more concentric rings which are tatted from one point. They'll look something like this in your schematic. If you look at the stitch counts for the rings, you'll notice that the count increases for each ring. Our rings need to sit side by side and they need to sit flat. We don't want one ring riding up on the other. To achieve this, we make our center ring, then every subsequent ring needs to have an increased count to the previous one. Think about your set of mixing bowls. They nestle in beautifully together because each bowl is slightly bigger than the one before it. So today we're going to look at 2 different ways we can make onion rings. The first method we'll use true rings. The second method combines a true ring with a mock ring. So that you can see how an onion ring works in relation to a chain. I've chained 8 and reversed my work. To start our onion ring, we set our hand up for a normal ring and we're going to work 8 picot 8. Close your ring. Turn your work to the right. Set your hand up for the next ring. Make the first half of your double stitch, flip your stitch, but leave it loose. Don't snug it just yet. We're going to pass our first ring through the loop, following the path of the core thread. When the ring's through, snug it up. We want this loop right up close to the base of the first ring. You might need to rig a little bit, but we want it up as close as we can. Check that your core thread still slides. Then make the second half of a stitch. Now continue on. We're going to do 11. Okay, we should have 12 stitches for the first half of our second ring. We're ready to join back to the first ring. Because our second ring is a true ring, not a mock ring, we need a join that will allow our core thread to slide so that we can close it. We're going to use an onion ring join here. Bring your stitches up to the picot. Move your shuttle thread to the side. With your crochet hook, go through the picot and pull up a loop from your working thread. Pass your shuttle through that loop and pull it down to the picot. As you pull it down, make sure all the slack is taken out of the loop. Just pull that back a bit to show you. If it's like that and you pull it down, you're going to get a loop here. So make sure that that's all pulled through. We want our join to sit snug up against that picot. Now we finish out the second side of our ring with 12 double stitches. Pull your ring closed. As it's closing, place the stitches so that they follow the outside of the first ring. Being able to feel the second ring closing around the first ring will help you judge how hard to pull on your core thread. watch your tension. Remember, we want the rings to sit side by side. If we pull too hard, our outside ring will ride up and buckle over the top of our inside ring. Reverse our work and finish out our chain. And we have our onion ring made with all true rings. Once again, I've started with a chain so that you can see the relation of the chain to the onion ring. At the end of the chain, we don't reverse our work. Instead, we swap our shuttles and set our hand up to make a normal ring. We're going to do the same as before and work 8 picot 8. Close your ring. And reverse your work. Set your hand up for a chain. We're making 12 double stitches. When you start this chain, we want our previous chain to pull across to that side. Snug your chain. We're ready to join back to our first ring. Now I'm just going to make an onion ring join like we did last time, but because our second ring is a mock ring, meaning it's really a chain, our core thread doesn't need to slide the whole way around to close it like it does when we make a true ring. So provided that our stitches are snugged up and we're happy with everything, you could use a lock join here if you wanted to. Both the onion ring join and the lock join are going to give us a colour blip. So just be aware of that if you're working with two colours. An alternative to both of these, and my personal favourite, is the Catherine wheel join. It looks like a double stitch, so we get continuity in our chain and a really nice uninterrupted flow to our work. We also eliminate colour blips by using the Catherine wheel join. As I said, I'm just going to use the onion ring join again. Now I've included links in the description box for the Catherine wheel join and the lock join if you'd like to have a look. Now after making the join, we finish out our chain with 12 double stitches. Snug your chain, and again follow the curve of the first ring. We're going to join back to the base using a lock join. When you make this join, be careful that you don't pull too much here, because you'll open that right up and you'll end up with a nice big gapy hole. It's also good if you don't split your ply. Trying to get my chain down as close as I can. Reverse your work. and finish out the other half of your chain. And that is our onion ring made with a true ring and a mock ring combination. If you've enjoyed the video, I'll see you next time.